Alright, hey, it's Tom Box here, and I'm here with TeamSamuraiX1, the legend himself.
What's going on, guys? Hi, Tom. Thanks so much for having me on your amazing
thank you for coming on to this exciting feature match. So, on the left there is Vince, and on the right that's me playing, I guess, Salamangreats. And I guess a lot of people are pretty excited for that deck coming out.
The deck is really broken, man. It's gonna be the best deck.
It's probably going to be one of the best decks. I don't know, a lot of people saying that it's getting carried by all the hand traps and all the other things that the deck is, basically, you're just playing a minor engine and you're just playing hand trap deck. Like, what do you say to that?
Yeah, the deck is just like you said, it's kind of like reminds me of Zodiac 2.0, where like one card equals to like 3 cards, or like 2 cards equals to like 3-4 cards. It's like a very consistent deck, and obviously backing off in hand traps can be really good. It's the same way that how Zodiac was, how they will have that 1 card engine and obviously backing off their entire play with hand traps in their hand. It's obviously really amazing, right? So that's how the game is.
It is.
Like, you know what I mean?
So deck doesn't have like impermanence and ashes, right?
Right, exactly. So like if a deck it's able to generate so much advantage off 1 or 2 cards, and at the same time, you know, you potentially have multiple hand traps in your hand, you're pretty much already going to be more likely going to win that match. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's how the game has evolved now. It's like whoever has more hand traps, or whoever has more, monsters on the board. And
yeah.
Tom, so what did you make over here?
So
Mirage?
over here, I started making with the Mirage. That's probably a card that's coming out in the structure deck, and that is the I guess the equivalent would be an MX Saber Invoker. Just summons out a Salamangreat from the deck. And also I used 2 cards that's also from the structure deck, which was the Gazelle and the Spinny. Spinny is the guy that just summons himself out of the graveyard for free. It's like ridiculous how you just once per turn you get more and more monsters just from the graveyard. And Gazelle lets me dump a card into the graveyard. The whole point of the deck is to dump cards into the graveyard and just recycle resources endlessly through the graveyard. So
right. So
I got Ash
Thunder
right
Dragons.
there. Yeah, I'm playing against Thunder Dragons.
So Thunder Dragons should be your best matchup because you don't technically add cards from your deck to your hand, right?
Only the first turn.
Only the first turn. But other than that, you just keep replenishing resources from your grave.
Yes. So
and honestly,
right now,
I've been... Sorry, what were you saying?
Man. Like, just to keep them up to date, what happened a moment ago is I got Ash on the Mirage. And that is one of the key parts that you want to get hit on. Well, that's one of the key parts where if you're playing against a deck, you want to hit that Mirage. You don't want to get them to extend. Because they can extend like 3 or 4 plays further if they have that.
Okay, awesome. Nice. So Mirage is obviously the key card to hit. Okay, cool. And, you know, I was actually kind of caught up into an anime, and like you basically get cards off your Salamangreats like whenever they're like relink summon, right?
Yes.
So like if you link summon using 1 monster into the same monster, like cards in the graveyard will actually use effect to like reset themselves, such like Rage. I think that's it. Like Rage, right?
That was Roar resets himself. That's a counter trap, which is stupid because that means one counter trap counts for 2 things, and it's like an Infernity barrier. Right,
broken. That card is broken Roar, and it's also like an Icarus attack too, right? Which is really good.
That's the Rage. Rage is the Icarus attack. It's dumb because it doesn't even have a cost. If you do it with the other monster, you just count your link rating and it doesn't target.
That's broken.
That's why it's ridiculous. But it does have, like, if you don't have that condition met, you can still use the other effect. So right here, what happened was I ashed the battery man, and now I'm just using Roar on the pot. So he just, yeah, exactly. The Desires is gone, and he doesn't get anything. He hasn't gotten his setup complete. He needed that Desires to go through. And
honestly, why would you ash the Solar? That's a terrible move.
That's because I don't activate anything else. That's why.
Like for example, like if you didn't let go of his Solar and he would go Hawk, like you can just negate the Hawk and it's over, and then you could have saved the Ash for the Desires.
Same thing. I mean, like, I'm still gonna get the card back. So
you're right.
That's like right now we just traded Ash for Ash. Like, he ashed me, I ashed him. The problem was he couldn't extend any further. Like I think we all know that Thunder Dragons need that graveyard set up if anything can go off. Like, I remember playing the deck, and it was just like, you have no graveyard, you can't play.
But now, like, what if they go, like, what if he had Ghost Arc in hand, and he managed...
Okay, then I'd be screwed.
Yeah, you know?
So I take a swing here, he attacked me with his Batterman Solar into my Phalanx. Phalanx only has 500 attack, but Phalanx in the graveyard can protect your board, kind of like the Void, like the...
Return of Dragon Lords.
Yeah, Return of the Dragon Lords, but it's for like any Salamangreat card. So a Battle Destruction or Effect Destruction, just any destruction.
So ideally, like Mirage, you want to bring out Jaguar deck, right?
If you're going first, you want Jaguar. If you're going second, you have to change it up because Jaguar only works well when you can move around your linked monsters. If you can't,
Oh,
if
okay.
you can't take the empty zone, there's no point taking Jack Jaguar because you can't summon him back out.
Okay, okay.
And remember, Mirage only summons defense mode, so don't get cheesed. A lot of people, whenever a new deck comes out, like people summon in the wrong positions, maybe take an extra attack that they shouldn't have. Jack Jaguar has to be in defense mode, and when they use the Mirage, just keep in mind, don't get screwed over by them activating non-fire effect monsters. Only fire effect monsters can activate at this point.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's the condition that it has, right?
Yeah, that's the condition. But that's only after you summon from him, so...
Okay,
So yeah, here we
sense.
go. Spinny comes out for free. As long as you control Salamangreat monster, he just comes out. Which is stupid.
Oh, wow. Also, like, okay, just to be clear, like, the only thing that you can make after you resolve Mirage is fire monsters. That's it.
So that's why you only run Phoenix. You don't run Unicorn, because if you make Unicorn, there's no point. You can't use it. That's why they don't even run, like, some people still run the barrel monsters, but you can't activate them.
Oh, like you can still summon them, but you can't activate them.
Yeah, you can summon, but you can't activate.
Oh, that's
it's like
then.
really weird. I've been practicing on Noob Geo Pro, YGO Pro. I've been practicing on there. I was like, oh, why can't I activate my cards? And it ended up losing. That's because of that. Now here's a slight misplay I made right here. I have a kill shot right now. I completely missed it.
What happened? What were we supposed to do?
So what I was supposed to do is, because I saw in my hand a moment ago, I have a Fusion of Fire, or Fire Fusion.
Right.
I could have just killed him in one shot. Because like one of the scariest things about the Salamangreat is that you can kill your opponent by just lowering one of their monsters based off of one of your cards in your graveyard, and then swinging for double damage. And you use the fusion to get that extra damage, because your fusion can push over 4k, so when you punch a 500 attack monster typically, then that's usually over 9,000 damage. So this is where the mess up happened right here. So this is like a huge misplay on my part. So I only took 1,000, and I could have like one-shot right here, because he has no graveyard setup, and I'm not afraid of him pushing, or maybe even using a matrix to kind of chump the attack. There's no way he can really stop it.
Right. Okay, nice. Tom, quick question. So in Savage Strike, like, what's coming out for Salamangreats? The wolf, right? The wolf is coming out in Savage Strike.
Yes, we are getting the nice wolf, and we're getting the fusions.
Okay, and Gazelle and Spinny is from the structure deck.
Yeah, Gazelle Spinny is structure deck with Veilings, and I believe
Amarage? Is that the name?
Veilings. Amarage is not
Okay.
coming out. I think Amarage was promo.
Oh, okay, cool. So do you have an idea when the structure deck is coming out?
I believe it's coming out February 15th.
Oh, that's so sick! Wow.
It's like right
So-
after Savage Strike, you get the whole thing. So that's something I'm looking forward to. And just for those of you who just missed what happened here, like, remember there is the wolf. Wolf has so many effects. It's like, think about that wolf like double Kagari. It's literally just a double Kagari. Because like when you summon to the zone, you get to add back a fire monster. You can't activate that monster or summon it. But the other thing is you can add back ashes, which is pretty stupid. And the other thing is, if you like double link with it, like you link with itself, I would just call it like I don't even know what the terminology is.
Relink summon. Relink summon.
You relink it, then you get to add back one of your spells and drop back to your hand, which is
Broken.
it's just bugs. You have, that means you can constantly pop, and as long as it stays on the field, you can just keep doing it once per turn, which is
Wow.
So at this point, I'm pushing for a bunch of damage, trying to recuperate the damage that I missed out, but I can only push for so much, which only puts him down to 39. He has a Thunder Dragon Fusion in hand. He has a Thunder Dragon. His hand's pretty bad right now, from what I see. He has, like, I guess the Amber in hand. Amber's not too bad compared to like Open and Garnet, but still, his graveyard is not even close to getting set up, and I have a full board. I have the Roar, the Rage. He basically he's playing with 3 cards less in his hand, so he's setting 1 card. The bad thing about Salamangreats versus Thunder Dragon, I think, is I have a lot of destruction-based effect.
Yeah, so like Colossus can protect itself.
Yeah, Colossus can protect itself, which makes it very difficult to actually break their board.
Yeah, but like if you already have that set up, like you don't have to worry about anything because they're not gonna make a board.
And here we go. Here's the Rage, and I'm gonna target my Link monster for the second effect, because this is a relink summon monster, and we're going to pop that monster right away. So he doesn't get to attribute it off. He did activate a Thunder Dragon earlier. And now he's gonna play Thunder Dragon Fusion. And because he has regular Thunder Dragon, he's straight up going for a Colossus now. Like hard bait Colossus. No, let's just negate that. So this copy of gets banished because it came back from the graveyard resetting itself by relinking a monster. So game 1, he just scoops it up right there. He can't play that handout anymore. So we're gonna go on to game 2 now.
And this was deciding, right?
There is no sides in this one in particular. We're testing out the game 1 versus matchup. So I went first that game. This time he's going second, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Okay, awesome. Let's see if you can break out Triple Colossus board. I want to see if Salamangreats can do something like that.
He is. Let's see what he can do. My hand is actually not too bad, but it is a going first hand for sure because there's Lady Debug. There is a Gazelle. Going first with that hand is really good, and there's still a Twin Twister in there. He opens up with a Instant Fusion. That should put him down to 7k. Instant Fusion is a very deadly opening. Thing is, I didn't play pure Thunder Dragon very much, so I actually was kind of learning what he was doing. So I'm gonna highlight this one by leaving it in here. So he's gonna go into Titan first, and he's gonna establish a pretty damn big board. So he's going to special out that is dark.
Send those two for the Summoner. Search Fusion or Search Hawk. Search Hawk. I'll definitely Search Hawk.
Probably Search Hawk. Like how bad is it to deal with? Have you've been to like recent YCS? Have you dealt with these crazy boards?
Yeah, like I FTK through Triple Colossus all the time.
Triple Colossus, like
yeah, because the last competitive event I played was Milan, and like all my matches are Thunders, and when they went first, they'll make like Triple Colossus and like Titan, and I'm like, okay, that's easy because like the whole deck, the only card you search is off Nessie, so like that's the only thing that you can't do is Nessie, and that's pretty much it. Like the whole deck just functions.
What deck did you play?
Slash Draw FTK, Danger.
Slash Draw Danger FTK. Oh my god.
So like
that feels so complicated to me. I just don't understand it.
No, it's very easy. Like but the thing about the deck is that if you mess up once, like you automatically lose.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean?
Like how do you play? So, like I can't play a deck where if I'm tired, I just like mess up.
The deck takes a lot of patience and like a lot of memorization on where certain cards are, like specific way where you stack cards. But like Colossus against those decks that don't search, like decks like Ultra Guys or anything like that, like
those are bad matchups automatically.
Yeah, but like sometimes like with Ultra Guys, the thing about Thunder Dragons may have an easier matchup because like sometimes they just overrun the board so much. Like Triple Colossus and like a Titan first turn against like a one multi-faker is not going to do anything because they're just going to kill you next turn, right? Yeah. It just depends on those like brick hands like Summon Colossus pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then they're like, oh, Selkie just bounces back. Yeah,
right, correct. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so we're seeing a Summon Sorc play right now.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I feel like the Summon Sorcerer's play in this deck is just so risky. Like it's just more like a win more combo. You know what I mean? Like
I understand, but I think he understands that I don't have a single hand trick to stop him. That's the biggest problem.
Like this in competitive play, like I'm like, holy moly, this is such a win more card.
I actually cut Summon Sorc out of the Dragon deck.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go into that play, but I still, because I'm playing Dino Thunder. The reason why I play Dino Thunder is I don't want to run evenly match. That's the only reason. Every single time I evenly match, I just couldn't have a follow-up, and it just didn't work. But UCT basically is evenly matched. You just wipe the board if you get it out. So that's my logic, and I automatically win the Thunder Dragon match in that regard.
Like the dinos, use that?
Yeah, if you put dinos in there, you just use UCT, you flip everything face down, and then you kill your opponent.
Correct, yeah. But you better have that Miscellaneosaurus in hand, though.
Oh, I don't even run that. I think it's baited out. I don't know. I took inspiration from Blair Hunter when I made the deck, and I was like, you know what? This is a really solid deck, really good. Okay, wow, this is not expected. Usually whenever I see like a Thunder Dragon board, oh my god, even a back row, really? So, as we mentioned before, the deck does have a search. It needs one search in the deck.
Look at the current situation you're in right now. Like you have at least, I think, I don't know if I saw his hand correctly, but I'm pretty sure he had at least 2 pops with Titan, right?
Yes, he has 2 pops with Titan. This is the biggest problem now. Like, there's no point using the Lady Debug now because Lady Debug came in search.
Wow. Okay, cool.
So we took out the impermanence. Okay, I guess that's kind of good. But yeah, honestly, nothing can extend.
Yeah, like he just needs to pop one of your links and then it's game over.
I don't even think I'm gonna get to the link now.
Yeah, I think you just gotta.
Because like if I'm gonna summon, like if I get to the link, he has a problem. If I do get to the link, is that I get it. Like I'm gonna try and push forward with another play because if like my card goes to the graveyard, then maybe I'll get the Gazelle. No, he pops it. Yeah, he's popping. He activated Matrix. He's boosting his Colossus. Yeah, there's no way I can play.
Yeah, it's done.
Alright, I just scooped that one up.
You scoop.
Yeah, scoop.
Honestly, honestly, this is what players need to learn, especially competitive players. Like if you know you can't break a board, just pick up the deck and go to the next game.
Don't
like,
show your deck.
Don't show your deck. Like that's what I learned so much from competitive events when I travel. Is that like to play around the new time rules, you just sometimes you just gotta take the L, man. Just gotta pick up the deck and scoop and go to the next game. And like that's one of the most annoying things ever too, because like with FTKs and stuff, like we just FTK them on the first turn and we don't have any information on what deck they're playing, so like we don't know what to side deck against them, right? Yeah. And like, you know, like if you know they're gonna lose, like just pick up your deck, go to the next game. If you know that they're gonna make Rongo and you can't beat the Rongo, pick up your deck, go to the next game. No, don't even bother. You know what I mean?
Save the time, because time rule will bite you in the ass.
Honestly, at that point, like if they're playing Rongo and they summon Dolphin and they look at my hand, I'm just gonna scoop my deck. Like yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like there's no point even scooping after that. You know, like as soon as they summon Dolphin, like you know they're gonna.
If they see your hand, then they know how to side against you too, and that's even worse. So in this one, open with a Jack Jaguar. Opening with a Jack Jaguar isn't the end of the world, because you don't want to see Jack Jaguar could be the Garnet of the deck. But I did have, I went into Valence because Valence only needs a Cyber's level 4 or lower, so that gives me the search, and he tries to Ash. I went ahead and called by the Grave, and so Ash is now turned off for the next 2 turns, and basically move on from here. That's why you run the 1 Falcon in the deck, is for these cases right here, where you can just still ditch and get another summon from the Mirage Stalio. Because Falcon's pretty useful too. When you send Falcon to the graveyard, you get to immediately set a card in the graveyard that's a spell or trap right onto the board. So it's a free plus in some regard. And in the graveyard, you can just bounce a card on your field back to your hand and he special summons himself. Like, that's like so much value. Like, these cards just don't go away, which is why you can run 1 copy of so many cards and get away with it.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the deck is so good, because you have that ability to do something like that.
And there's the Falcon. I'm not going to use the Falcon effect.
Wait, Tom, bro. Do I see an extra deck cards in your deck?
Is there an extra deck card? No, there shouldn't be.
Really? I don't know.
Because the sleeves are completely different. I'm using like Nat sleeves.
Oh, okay. No, because I saw purple cards in the deck and I was like, no, blue cards in the deck. I was like, wait, is there any link monsters in your deck, just to make sure?
I'm pretty sure there is. I would feel it by then. I can feel it. They're like, the sleeves are different sizes.
No problem.
I don't know. Maybe. Hey, you guys in the comments, go rewind and check if when I was switching the deck, was there a blue card in there?
Yeah, man. Go rewind. That would be so jokes.
I know I was flipping cards around because like some of the cards got shuffled in upside down. So I'm gonna go ahead and link into there's a sunlight wolf. I'm like, should I activate? No, I'm not gonna activate, because like if you activate the roar effect, the set, it gets banished when you use it. So if I'm just gonna get maximum benefit now, I'm just gonna activate the effect and just add it to my hand and then reset it. Maybe I can bluff set something.
Yeah, honestly, like the fact that you just reset roar like a solemn judgment is just
it's pretty dumb.
It's not okay, man. Like
like the opening board is stupid. Like you can if you have the counter trap in hand already or any other trap, you just dump whatever trap that you don't have, and now you get both board popping and you get a counter trap. Which means your board pop is guaranteed to be safe. Like that level of disruption is like old school Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, so like it's just like remember like the Infinity Barrier days.
Yeah, it's basically those days again, over again.
So basically, if you have the Rage, right, you basically pop 2 cards because you have the Wolf on the board, right? Link 2.
Yeah, you get the Link 2. Very rarely would you ever pop 3. You usually just pop 2.
Oh man, why? Honestly, like Tom, I like
Okay, there's a difference when you do it with this card though.
I think you should wait.
You think I should wait?
Yeah, like just wait for his Hawk. Like once they activate Hawk, like
just negate it.
You negate it and you win. Like they can't do anything. Like now, like if he goes Sark or like he has a Hawk, like you basically.
Maybe I am being a bit over aggressive on the activation. But there's some fun things behind that. It's mainly because to get that set, like if he had Hawk right here, I would be like crapping my pants. But at the same time, because even if he does bring back that Thunder Dragon Dark, he can't use it to search for anything really useful anymore, since he had to force it. He had to force the card into the graveyard.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, you know what? I know that if you negate Battery Man, if you destroy that Battery Man, not even leave the body on board, it's usually okay as long as you have a follow-up hand trap like next to it. Usually, like if you have like a bell or something like that. Oh my god, he has Monster Reborn.
Yeah, Zerbo, yeah.
I get called out on this play. So that was probably a misplay on my part for sure.
Wait, solar is once per turn, right? You can have to do one solar once per turn.
Yeah, solar is once per turn.
Once per turn, yeah.
You can only use solar effect once per turn.
Okay.
So
yeah.
he goes straight into Titan. I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty good Titan play because Titan, I can protect my monsters, but if he has cards to follow, I know he has a Thunder Dragon Dark in hand. So
yeah, so he can pop.
He can pop cards if he wants to during my turn. So he got upstarted. He is at 9k.
Wow, the extra life points.
The extra life points, in this case, it could matter. It could not. It really depends. Like usually, like when you're playing against like Sky Striker, life points don't really matter. It's all about the control. Once the control slides one way, the game snowballs out of control. But in a deck where you can use a 2-card combo to OTK your opponent, then yes, it does matter. So yeah, he goes ahead and gets himself a Hawk when he banished that Roar. The reason why he went for the Hawk is because he can add it back to hand during the end phase. A lot of people kind of forget that.
Honestly, but I don't think next turn he has an end phase. You know, like I think he's just killing him next turn.
I'm going to hope I remember to kill him. So yeah, he's gonna go for the big swing, 32 to 2k. Like the monsters themselves in Salamangreat, like, I think we can both agree they're not exactly the strongest monsters, but they're like around the same range as Zoo. Like Zoo was like a bit of a control deck too, right? And their monsters only got big because of Whiptail, because of the Viper. Nothing else got really big. I think the same can almost be said for like Salamangreat. The guys don't get really big. Like the Link 3 is like 23.
Right. So how do you get big with the deck? Like how does the boost attack, or you just
usually you just chump them with a bunch of small dudes, or you have the fusion. The fusion, I read the fusion like carefully, and I just realized like the fusion card like Fire Fusion is so underrated. It's super poly. You can use your opponent's Link monsters.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you can. You can use their Link monsters on the board to like use up. It's super poly. You can use their cards. It's not quick play, but it can use it to break a board.
Yeah. That picture on your side, like you know, under your MST.TV, like is that the Link 3 Salamangreat?
That is Heat Leo. Yes, that is the Link 3. So the Link 3 is very important for the OTK. I think that's exactly where I'm going. So he activated Thunder Dragon. He tried to pop my card. The thing is, it's actually very difficult to pop the board. You need at least 2 pops to do it. Now, Valinx is once per turn in the graveyard, so when you protect once, you can't use like a second pop to protect again. But he used his card trying to protect, or try to pop my board. It didn't work out here. The Valinx got banished, and we are gonna advance in our plays. I mean, right now, I am trying to, I'm using the Sunlight Wolves effect to put a card back. And I'm debating what I want. Right now, I think I tried to put in Mirage back in, and I'm like, hold on, I don't want the Mirage. Like you gotta be, I guess, a very decisive player when you're playing Salamangreats, because the thing is, the same 2 cards opens basically every single play in your deck, and now you have to make a choice. So if you can't make a choice, you'll end up with a mediocre board. So I chose to add back the monster instead, because if I add back Falco, if I do ditch the Falco later on, I can add back one of my cards, reset it back straight on the board. So here's Foxy. If you guys know Foxy, I mean, this guy's already out. He's equivalent to the field spell of Sky Striker. You excavate 3, and then you can add 1 with the matching, I guess, archetype to your hand.
Sick.
So yeah, it's. I think in TCG you should run 3 of this, just in my opinion. So I got the Circle. Oh, the deck has their own Rhoda. I guess it's kind of like an Engage, except that you don't get to like get an extra draw.
Circle is a reinforcing the army, yeah.
Yes, it's the quick play Rhoda, and if you have a relink monster, it can protect them from monster effects, which is why it's a quick play.
Wow.
Every single effect basically has some sort of relinking effect for the spells and traps. Like even like the card's either a Monster Reborn or a Soul Charge. The Will of Salamangreat, I think that's what it's called. You only need to play one because every single spell is basically searchable.
Yeah, and they're also like recyclable as well, right?
Yeah. I don't even know. Like you got Falcon, you've got Sunlight Wolf. Both of them are able to retrieve everything from your graveyard. So I'm guessing a lot of people are gonna start to play DP Crow because like even like Ghost Bell is enough. When you have everything coming out of the graveyard, you can just bell once, but that's not enough. OGCG started to play DD Crow, and it hurts. If they hit your spinny, it's just like really painful. So yeah, when a card gets into the graveyard, I activate now my Gazelle. Gazelle is going to throw in. Well, I don't have the fusion yet, but with a board like this, and you'd see that they have no more interaction, I'm going for the fusion. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a Link monster. If he had a Link monster, then it would have been like, I guess I could have wiped the board too. But him having a monster is also like a liability. Because so now we're gonna go into a Link 3.
So this is the line, right?
Yeah, there's the Helio.
Helio.
So on
sounds
Link, yep.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, he does. Yes, it does sound like a Pokemon.
So what does it do?
So on Link Summon, you can spin back a back row back into the deck. That's just the regular Link. And when you relink, you get to target one of your monsters in your graveyard. I believe in one of your cards in your opponent's side of the field, one of their monsters, and you make them copy the attack.
Wow.
And then now we go into the fusion, which requires a Link monster and a Salamangreat. This is the fusion of Violet Chimera. It gains the attack of whatever you fuse with, or half of the attack. So there's the number. I think I am at 4850. And whenever it attacks a monster that has its attack, like the attack and the defense altered, it doubles its damage. Bring damage count.
Yo, that's 9K.
That's 9K right there to the face. So that's the OTK. Now, the audio actually died after this point, so that really sucked for me because Sam and I actually commentated over like what happened over the matches. So, to give you guys the summary, part 1, of course this is sideless, game 1, counter trap, really put in a lot of work there. And if you can't make a board after Salamangreat's established, you're not going to win. The counter traps and the rage is just way too much, and you don't have enough counter to deal with the amount of cards that they're going to be able to control on the board, and you're probably just going to take a hit to death. Game 2, I got completely wrecked. Just no way I could break that Thunder Dragon board without any sort of removal. Need some mind control, need all the big stuff, but Titan just didn't let me play. Basically, he did the same thing I did to him in Game 1. Game 3, Titan misplayed leads to the OTK, so I get to showcase the OTK. Don't forget the Salamangreat Leo is able to push your guy down to very low attack, even 0 if there's an Ashen Grave, and punch you with the fusion for over 9k worth of damage, and that's only through one shot, so not much you can do. So that's exactly what happened. So Salamangreat takes this match. I want to give a huge shout out to Sam for jumping on, helping me out with this commentary, and just having a great chat with me overall. Don't forget to check out TeamSamuraiX1 channel, of course. Everyone should know who he is by now. He is the fastest deck profile of the East. He comes up with profiles the earliest. He comes with the earliest product opening. So, you know, go ahead and subscribe. Probably has a Harpy deck profile already out before I even submitted this video. So if you haven't seen his latest Harpy profile or any of his latest deck profiles, go check out TeamSamuraiX1. If you want to give me a bit of love, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to be part of the notification squad. Appreciate, love you all for coming about. Again, huge shout out to Sam and huge thank you for, you know, watching this video, and I look forward to you guys seeing my next videos coming up. So until next time, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please drop us a like so we know we are doing a good job, and you can also subscribe to MST.TV for more fantastic videos by clicking on the button on the left. Don't forget to check out our partners at Imperium Duelist. They make really high quality mats, including some of my own limited edition release stuff. And if you want to check out one of our past videos, click here on the right. As always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV, and I'll see you next time.